Beyond the ideas of right and wrong, let's move towards wholeness. Hello everyone, Shefali this side, and you can call me Chef, and I am here with another tarot play. We are right in at the beginning of Scorpio season. We just had a new moon in Libra, and obviously relationship theme is all-time high between us, isn't it? You tell me, how much are you thinking about a particular relationship about in your life? And this relationship could be with your family, with a lover, with your pet, anyone. So what I wanted was for us to have a little bit of a reflection time on relationship theme, and which is why I thought that why not explore something which was a little bit more about intimacy in relationships, about how to really get close with each other. So I was thinking that let us do an exploration of uh, how to actually develop, how to actually find love. So basic. So a lot of people, a lot of us are constantly seeking love. We are seeking a partner to be with, or we are seeking someone to be with who can support us, right? So I think the question that I want to take up for today, the exploration that I want to take on with tarot cards, is how to find a loving relationship. Yeah, how to find it. I'm talking about finding, I'm not talking about creating it. So point is, how do you find it? Because if you have found it, then you can create something out of it. So I am hoping that we get some answers today. So for all those who are tuning in and who are in search of a loving relationship, this is a reading for all of you. How to find a loving relationship in our lives, in our lives, in our lives, in. Okay, I have some cards which are wanting to pop out. They're like, hame le lo, please. They are saying, please take us. Yes. So this, and I think there is one more. Oh la la. Okay, how to find love, how to find a loving relationship in our lives. Oh my gosh, how to find a loving relationship in our lives. So this is the world card. Yes, how to finding. So what is this world card telling? This, if you look at this card, it has like four, these are basically four zodiacs, which are there, and this is actually the last major arcana. So it is a symbol of completion, it is a symbol of wholeness, and it is a symbol of being in a very set place, because after that a new cycle begins. Yeah. So I think what it is telling is that to be, and all these are fixed signs. So this is Taurus here, Leo, and I think Aquarius, and this is Scorpio. Okay, so how to find, there was some noise coming up from outside. So, how to find a loving relationship? How to find a loving relationship? I think the answer is as easy as it can be. That for one to actually find a loving relationship, one needs to find a place of wholeness within oneself. Why? Because it is here that because when you stop looking is when something actually finds you. Wholeness means that you are in your own place, where you have worked with these four elements in your life: the air element, the water element, the fire element, and the what an earth element. Okay, so what this card is saying, that there has to be a sense of stability that you would need to experience in all the four elements, which kind of brings you to a sense of wholeness, and that is where you actually are able to find a loving relationship. So it is not a need based relationship. Doesn't come from a place of that you don't have something, so you are looking for someone who will fulfill that. Yes. So largely what I'm saying is that this card is saying that finding a loving relationship is a lot about, first of all, finding your own ducks in a row. It is about finding your own wholeness, finding your own self sufficiency, finding your own, like getting done with all the things that you had to get done with, like closing cycles. And it is when you have the world that you will find the loving relationship. You can find other need based relationships while you are on the way, but if you're actually talking about a loving relationship, then that only comes from a place of wholeness, and it comes from a place of, say, when it is about your fixed earth or Taurus, so it comes from finding or creating a safe home for yourself, a comfortable home for yourself. When it comes to Leo, it tells that it comes from finding your creative, consistent energy which you are pouring out into the world. Scorpio, fixed Scorpio means that you are actually in a place where you are ready to merge with another person. That is, you do not have a lot of resistance left in you. You are highly vulnerable and you are ready to merge with someone. And then there is this obviously Aquarius energy, which tells you that you're also in a place of high level of sovereignty, where you are ready for finding a relationship, where you are sovereign, so that when you're sovereign, then you can actually allow another person to come to you, and they can also stay grounded in their sovereignty, and then things can move ahead from there. Yes, this is one of the most beautiful cards on the tarot. Okay, so how do you find a loving relationship? This is Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles basically tells you that a loving relationship will come to you when you are actually self-involved. This person, they are actually, learning to, this person doesn't have pentacles. This person has learned to create pentacles. Yes, so what this card is saying, that you find a loving relationship when you are completely engrossed in the skill that gives you life. Okay, so this is a lot about a person being in flow, a person being very engaged and very self engaged. So basically, it is, this entire reading is constantly channelizing us towards this thing that you do not have to find love. You just find yourself and love comes, if it is a loving relationship that you're looking for. So this is obviously a card where this person is completely self engrossed, completely involved in their own task, and it's committed to something. It is committed to something meaningful. It is committed to something in which it is fully embodied, and it is giving its energy to. And I think this is the energy which is also very, very inspiring, that we see in people, right? When we the biggest attraction that we have for people is when we see them completely engrossed in their art, in something that, that makes them come alive, that is meaningful and purposeful. And I think this is how it is. So if you are looking for a meaningful relationship or a loving relationship, find meaning, find purpose, and get involved in that thing. Yes, and then obviously, now this is the only card which is actually about finding, because this person is actually looking, and it's in a place of waiting. So now this is why I love tarot, because it doesn't let you think in a linear line. It always makes you think more holistically by providing the much required contradiction, by giving you the much required uh, turning point, so that you can actually think from both side of your brain, and also from your conscious and unconscious side both. Okay, so this is actually a card in which this person is standing in the fort, and it is looking far away, and these wands are here, and he's having all this little globe also in his hand. And this person is actually someone who's looking. He's actually someone who's looking over the sea and actually thinking about it. So, how to find love? How to find loving relationship? So, I think this card is suggesting us to do what we are supposed to do mostly, which is, I'm so sorry, there is some commotion outside in the street, and that is little bit taking me away. So, yeah, to find a loving relationship, I think what I like about this person is that they're quite relaxed in their state of waiting, right? They're looking forward to it, but they are quite relaxed in their own zone, in their own perfectly comfortable place that they have. And this is also two number. Two is also a card of relation, or of two things coming together, or of harmony. Two is the number of that. So I think this is telling you first of all to have an intention. So don't go. So now this might be completely antagonistic to whatever you have been saying. I have been saying that don't look for it, but yes, do have an intention that I do. So do have a vision, do have an understanding of that this is what you want, but want it in a way, because if you don't inculcate this, then you are sort of trying to repress this desire in you. So give it words. Tell yourself that yes, I do want a relationship, I do am looking for a relationship. So be realistic about it, agree to it yourself. And however, when you are in this state, wait, but don't wait in a frantic way. Wait not in a way that you sacrifice your life, not in a way that you start doing some self destructive things, but if you want to really wait for it, uh, wait in your comfort, wait while you are still grounded in your own reality, and you're not dissociating, and you're not leaving your own reality in the thoughts of finding love. So finding love can actually become a very addictive thought sometimes. We can start a lot of fantasy, and we can start fantasizing a lot about people we want, or people who we did not get, and we spend a lot of time fantasizing about them, right? So I think this is an urge for you to be grounded in your reality, and not give a lot of time to the fantasy part, because if you get too much into fantasy, that empty space where a relationship can come in gets taken away by a fantasy relationship, and then that relationship can actually not enter. So I think this is a message of clearing out space, and actually being ready for something which will fulfill you, which will actually be loving relationship, instead of you getting occupied with unfulfilling fantasies. Yes. So I hope this reading gave you some food for thought for tonight, and I hope that we meet soon. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. If you're new to my channel, please like, comment, subscribe, because it really helps me to reach new people and also get engagement, and that helps me also prosper my work, and prosper myself, and nurture myself through this work. If you would like to give donations, please find me on Instagram, and we will have a discussion about why you want to donate to me, because I would like to know as to what is it about me that you like, and how is it helping you. So if you would like to do that, please reach out to me, and I hope to see you in the next video soon. Please take care. Goodbye from Shifali. Bye bye.